But because he said that the snow cannot kill him, snow is his friend, and he used to travel to all these places, and then he died unceremoniously here. And now I think they have made some monument in his memory here.
Okay.
But after 1970s, in 1970s, there were earthquakes, there were volcanoes, but there were no theories to explain. Now, again they go back to his theories, and then now today without him, you can't even imagine any explanation of volcanoes or earthquakes or or you can't explain the evolution of the Himalayas, or you cannot explain Alps. You cannot explain any movement anywhere without this.
We were in our school. We were taught about all these.
But the only problem was he was a geography student or a meteorologist, and then he was not able to actually explain the mechanism of the movement. He said that maybe the sea waves move it. So people said, no, they cannot do it. Now the mechanism is being understood, but broader conceptualization was his concept. Now, now we come back, now a lot of extinction coming, lot of these gymnosperms coming, becoming extinct, becoming more evolved. So now what happens was, there was something great happening, the birth of dinosaurs. Now what? Once the amphibians crossed the land, there were snakes, there were maybe some creatures moving on the land, but they were all just moving like this. So these were marine creatures which dominated the earth, and these are known as, you can just have a feel of it, ammonites. But you can find a lot of them in Zanskar, you can find a lot of them in Spiti. In Spiti and Zanskar.
Wow.
So this is what we have.
Ammonite, das sind wir.
Wow.
This is ammonites.
Ammonites, really heavy. Don't let it fall.
No.
So these are now ammonites. All these are ammonites from Spiti. This is mollusk. This is bivalve, this is mollusk. So we just wanted to show that everything was evolving at that time. So now we are almost 200 million years. Now what was happening? This was happening in sea. But what was happening on land? So we have this. This is a dinosaur. This is a marine dinosaur.
Wow.
Good. This is dinosaur egg, the real one.
Wow, a real one?
Wow.
And this is the real shit of dinosaur.
Really?
Yes.
All fossils.
The egg.
This is not a fossil, but
this is
all
a fossil. This is
also fossil?
Yeah. This is like fossil.
It's not, but this is not real.
No.
It's
The
not
tooth.
about-
The
The
tooth
tooth is real,
preserved.
but this is fossil. Okay.
No, the tooth is preserved, original.
The tooth is also fossil.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's preserved,
Yeah.
So now you see this dinosaur egg
Oh
with
my
a
God.
with a skull.
Yeah.
So what was happening was this: we have the highest. This is in Rayoli in Ahmedabad. Ahmedabad.
Oh,
we have
dinosaur world, yeah.
thousands of eggs
In Ahmedabad.
Ahmedabad. They already sold it. Then when I was doing my PhD, then an expedition was about taken to that place from Jabalpur to Rayoli, and then we requested the government to make it a national geoheritage path, because otherwise the old dinosaurs will be gone. So now if you go in situ bones of dinosaurs, this is big dinosaur nesting sites, all preserved there.
Oh.
So one of the eggs I was able to take. And these are the bones from dinosaurs, Rayoli site.
Okay.
Did we find a dinosaur extinction in anywhere else also, like existence in other than Rayoli?
नहीं पूरा South India भरा पड़ा है.
All the South India, northern side.
Northern side में.
Right.
क्योंकि यहाँ पे तो it was like marine environment.
Okay, it was because of the water.
Water was there.
So the water was there, they came out of water and they came out.
So now there are two theories for dinosaur extinction. One is meteorite coming and making it extinct. But after now recent studies have shown that even after the meteorite impact, the dinosaur was still living. So what actually caused their extinction was the question.
This is the big question.
So I had given this theory of love, passion and dinosaur extinction.
Okay.
Yeah. So this was a simple theory, and what I said was like, whenever there was a volcanic activity, So the dinosaurs, being reptiles, they would lay their eggs near near the volcanic activity
Yeah.
only. So when these were mostly dormant volcanoes, so they built huge nesting sites because of the heat
Yeah.
that helped to hatch their eggs. But when the volcanic activity erupted, they didn't run away from them. Why?
They have
Because-
the eggs there.
No, not the eggs.
No?
It was like they were just fascinated with, like you are also watching, they're also just watching, and then like moth is attracted to candle.
Yeah.
She doesn't know whether it is a light or it is a fire.
Okay. Okay.
So what happened was these kept on crawling and they just overlapped. They were not, whenever we find dinosaur bones and eggs, they are like calm, they don't, if it is in a panic stage, it will take its eggs and try to run.
Yeah.
But it never happened. All the nesting sites wherever you find, they are all 24 eggs are preserved here and there.
In the same place.
At the same time.
So therefore you think
So-
that they are like
Yeah,
they are not
and then
afraid of.
some dinosaurs were living far away, they may have run away or maybe they are
Yeah.
doing so. One species become extinct, then it becomes dormant, then it becomes extinct, then it becomes dormant, and it was an episodic, then gradually they die out.
Okay.
So it was their love passion for the light and the heat of the volcanoes which led to their extinction. And Deccan province paid the heat because this was the largest volcanic activity in the Earth's history,
Yeah.
known history, but we had earlier volcanic activities in Siberia and all, but in modern context, maybe 60 million years and beyond, so this was the maximum because we had an accumulation of more than 5-6 kilometers
Yeah. Yeah.
of volcanic
Yeah.
thickness
Yeah.
of these basaltic deposits.
Okay.
And then we have one layer, then we have dinosaurs, then we have another layer, then we have dinosaurs. It was like this.
It was
So
like that.
between the, we call it traps. In between the traps, intertrapians, we find these dinosaurs. So
5
very
kilometers
interesting.
of width, you said.
5 kilometers of thickness.
Of thickness, yeah.
And length is like 100 kilometers.
Es ist 5 Kilometer
More than that, more than
More
that.
than that.
I think so.
Gibt es irgendwie Lavaschichten? Und sind immer Lavaschichten, Dinosaurier, versteinerte Lavaschichten? Und seine Behauptung ist, dass Dinosaurier ausgestorben
And do we
sind, weil sie
identify which kind of dinosaurs were
Sie
these?
sind fasziniert gewesen vom Leben.
Yeah.
From the bones and
Not from the bones you
So-
cannot make out, but from the teeth,
Okay.
and from the eggs you
From the
can
egg
make
you
out.
can make.
So this is a small egg, so this we consider it to be of a non-vegetarian.
Aber irgendwie
Right.
But if you get a big ones,
Yeah, they were mostly
Also
vegetarian.
es ist die grösste Aktivität gewesen von Krähen.
So interesting.
This is not really a solved problem.
This
The
is not-
story how the dinosaurs.
no, it's a solved problem.
It's a solved?
You see, this is the best theory which we are trying to explain.
Okay, it's the volcanoes.
No, I think.
You think, but it's not.
No, it's like no, every
It's
globally.
still discussed.
No, it's like no, it's not discussed. Now there are two aspects,
Yeah.
Whether it was meteorite,
Yeah.
but beyond meteorites happen around 64 million in
Yeah.
Mexico.
Yeah.
They fell there.
Yeah.
But beyond that also we are getting these volcanoes,
Yeah.
dinosaurs,
Yeah.
sorry,
Yeah.
around.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the meteorite theories end,
Okay.
and now the dinosaurs. And now why
It
dinosaurs?
was the volcanoes.
Now you see that the dinosaur eggs they are intact.
Yeah.
Once they are intact, that means whenever
Yeah,
if I am
this
if I am running,
A good idea, yeah.
if I am running, I have to take my luggage,
Yeah.
the best things,
Yeah.
and nothing for
Access
mother.
important.
Mother,
Yeah.
it will the best thing.
Yes.
But she is like cool and watching the volcanoes. They come, creep, and she is not able to make out whether I should run or I should enjoy the heat. And like it's just sitting, and just creep.
Yeah.
And that is how gradually the digestion.
It's a good theory, yeah.
No, I have this. That is another explanation how I got it into it. Like I was drilling a well in Ladakh
Yeah.
and Demchuk.
Yeah.
That is the place where Indus River enters
Yeah.
into in India
Yeah.
from Tibet.
Yeah.
And here we were drilling some rocks, and then my one of my welders was welding, the rods,
Yeah.
drilling rods. And then I saw 2 lizards coming.
Yeah.
And they were like with the they were not afraid from the welding,
Ah, okay.
the sparks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they were fascinated with the light or something like that, and they were not running.
So we thought they
So
really
the
liked
idea
the light.
of this and then the moth,
Yeah.
and then this idea, so it was like one. And we were drilling that in the granites. The drill was in the granites. So I was just imagining, So
Yeah.
this is how the entire story built up.
I see.
So now you just see this.
This inside?
Just
It's
see.
a meteorite?
No. Just see this. Click carefully. You can see the veins.
Ah!
The leaves.
Yes, I see.
Ah.
I see. Black top.
Here also.
Yes.
Ah, nice.
Wow.
Oh, nice.
Huh?
Yeah.
Big?
So these
Big
are
leaves.
Glossopteris.
Yeah.
These are the same leaves
Yeah.
on which Alfred Wegener
Yeah.
found in different continents, and then he said that they were one.
They were-
And these were the food for the dinosaurs
Yeah.
also.
Yeah.
Glossopteris, Gymnopteris. So this is another one.
Ah, nice. Oh, big one, eh? Nice.
So these are still leaves, but they are non-flowering plants.
Yeah.
They are not flowers.
Yeah.
So now here
They grow up from how they.
again like we have marine plants,
Yeah.
then we have this.
Yeah.
This is just evolutionary trends which we are going to show. But they were all without, I can say, plants not having sex.
Yeah.
They were just gymnosperms, crypto.
Yeah.
They were just confined to themselves and reproduced on their own.
Yeah.
Because then they were just trying to spread all over the land maybe.
Okay.
No flowering plants, because then it will require a male and a female, and then some problems, or maybe
Okay.
beautification was not there, but that was an early experiment.
Yeah.
So no sexual
Flowering.
for animals, no sex for the
For the flowers.
flowers,
No
no
sex
sex for the
at all.
earth also.
No sex at all. So no humans.
No, no.
Yeah, okay,
no,
yeah.
See now,
Yeah,
60,
nowhere.
now 60 million years.
Yeah. Yeah.
Almost like 4.1 billion years time we have almost covered 4
Yeah.
billion years. Now this journey is like the dinosaurs become extinct, now what next?
Yeah.
So next, what should be the next?
After the dinosaurs, the water, the fishes, the dolphins,
The flowers.
The mammals.
the mammals.
The mammals, these are reptiles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had the amphibians.
Yeah, the mammals.
Here,
Yeah.
the mammals.
Yeah.
So now here we are not
One
keeping,
will give birth.
but we
are
found
mammals. We don't make egg. We give birth.
the-
Yeah.
milk.
Sagittarian.
No,
Yeah.
birth to something which gives breastfeeding
Yeah.
are mammals.
Yeah.
From mammary glands it came
Yeah.
mammals.
Yeah.
So any creature which has breastfeeding
Yeah.
is mammal.
Yeah.
So now we have a fossil of a whale, but we are not keeping it here right now.
Yeah.
It is under study.
Yeah.
So we will be keeping a whale specimen here,
Okay.
fossil of a whale. Now you just come here, see this,
Oyster.
so that you can see the rings,
Yeah.
in the small rings concentrated, and this is full of that.
Okay. Okay.
So these are like foraminifera. We have kept it here because we found it in Sabatu, in nearby locations.
Yeah.
But actually, right from the birth of the universe, when the first cells were formed after stromatolites, they started evolving at that time.
Okay. Okay.
And till today,
Yeah.
you will find these foraminiferas. They are the best adaptive creatures. They can survive in any environment. If you take it to marina trench, they will survive. If you take it to the surface, in volcanoes, they will survive. In any environment, they adapt themselves very fast. Foraminifera. And forums basically.
Huh?
Foraminifera. Yeah. And then, if you find them, they are the best indicators of the oil.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if you find the Nordic oils,
Yeah. Yeah.
So
if you get if you get if any, so they will basically tell you the depth
Yeah.
of the
oil,
ocean and the oil formation processes. So they are the best indicators.
They are the single cell
Organisms?
also.
But
And they
but
still-
but,
they
but,
still
they,
there.
but this they make some coils, one single cell with.
Yeah.
But they're still in
They're
existence.
still in existence. They were just we used to call them crocodile as living fossils, but they are the most.
1.5 million years less than the
Foraminiferen. Okay.
So now these are oysters, fossils.
Yeah.
These are mollusks, you must have seen them.
Mollusk. Ah, yes. Yes.
This is the recent one,
Yeah.
but these are all fossilized.
Oh, wow.
And you see the complete full of
Wow.
this may represent
Yeah.
one
Yeah.
extinction even in the past.
Det er inderdaad niet zo mystery.
Here also, you see
Mollusk.
this is oysters, and in one of the specimens here, one of the scientists told that there is a specimen in which you can pearl forming process was initiated here.
Wow. Wow.
So these are bivalves. You can see the big one,
Yeah.
like
Yeah. Yeah. Ah, nice. Muschel, die große Muschel.
Ja,
Das ist eine Muschel.
genau.
but this is the big one.
Das ist eine große Muschel. Wow.
So now, when you find these things
Aber das
now,
sind ja noch keine das sind ja noch keine Säugetiere. But the mussels, they are not like, they have sex. These are already, how you told, these are not these.
no, I'm not very sure about this because I'm not very sure
Yeah.
how they breed.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But some of these you find in we collected from the Himachal Pradesh,
Yeah.
some Ladakh.
Yeah. Yeah.
So diverse collection, but they represent one thing, and that is they represent marine environment.
Yeah.
So now deeper marine is whales, sharks, and then we come to the coast where we have oysters and bivalves and mollusks. So now we have this tortoise.
Da ist da. Zielkarte like that.
And then-
Wow, this is
and
really
then we
beautiful.
have the. I think this is the only specimen of
Really
the world
beautiful.
preserved. You know,
This is really beautiful.
we got it this year only,
Yeah.
and at Burse.
Yeah.
That is about 18,000 feet above the mean sea level. We found this
Wow.
with these creatures. You know, there's this one.
8,000.
18,000.
Oh my God.
18,000.
Huh?
18,000. So now this is just a representative here. Just wanted to show that.
Yeah.
But actually, this should have come time-wise. It should have come somewhere there.
There. Yeah.
How do you make out that it's a fossil in this? I can see that shape.
और ये शेप है इसका और शेप नहीं है इसकी ये देखो तुम सारा
अच्छा।
कैरेक्टर है इसके स्ट्रक्चर्स देखो यहाँ
ओह,
पे
अच्छा।
ये यहाँ से इतना बना हुआ है ये
ठीक है।
इतना है
ठीक
ये
है।
इतना है इसका
ठीक है ठीक है ठीक है Nice.
तो ये हो जाता है now almost like now can you just make out something of this
It's good?
yeah
That's
Yeah?
it's wood
It's good?
now where will you find this white sandstone white sand
White sand you will find in Jura.
Jura.
In Switzerland.
It's
In
Jura?
the Jura, yes,
Jura?
we have
It's a
white
beach.
sandstone.
It's a beach.
No, but it's
Yeah, now it's not a beach maybe,
Yeah,
but
but it was a
normally
beach.
yeah, it
Yeah.
was a beach.
Yeah.
So wherever you find white sandstone,
Yeah,
it signifies a beach environment.
yeah,
Okay.
So how do you get wood in that? There was a flooding activity.
yeah.
It was got deposited,
Okay.
and then the sand became rock. So the organic matter which was preserved in that also becomes rock.
Yeah.
So that is how you get fossilized wood.
Nice.
Huh?
Nice.
So this is fossilized wood. Now we are almost like in a beach environment.
Yeah.
So we were in coastal environment, we were in deep marine environment with the whale fossils. So we just try to make out, show how to correlate these things with the present day environments, you know. So
And it's still 50,000. No, 5 billion.
500
50 million.
500
50 million,
million.
yes, 50
No,
million.
it's still unbelievable low, man.
It's 50
Yeah, cannot
million. So
imagine.
the rocks which you are standing
Yeah.
here, they are approximately like 50 to 60 million years.
Okay.
No, not exactly, but yes.
So as an individual,
Yeah,
you get small,
this is
small,
like
small, small,
yes,
small.
see this one? You missed it. So this is palm,
Ah,
marine palm.
yes,
Wood.
I see. Yeah, yeah.
This is marine wood, swampy conditions, dump conditions, wood
Okay.
in shales.
Okay.
Here, this specimen is quite interesting. Like we have wood, twigs of wood,
Yeah.
and we have oyster shells in one specimen.
Wow.
So this means that this was very near to the
To
coast.
the coast. Yeah, we have both of it.
So like children, you know, What? Okay, if I found this, no. If you find this, then you have to correlate how it was formed.
Yeah.
The journey of the story of a geologist or anyone doesn't end in finding it,
Yeah.
but how it came there.
Yeah.
That is the beginning of the story.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if I find this, I have to tell how it was formed there.
Yeah.
If I am able to investigate that entire process,
Yeah.
how it was there living, then what was the process, whether it was a flooding event, whether volcanic event, whether it was some subsidence,
Yeah.
what was it that led to the present
Yeah.
day
That it
preservation
came like it
came
is
like
now.
it,
Yeah.
yeah. So
Interesting.
now when you are in a beach, sometimes what happens is you just are sitting in the beach and then something, some insect will come or a crab will come and just go inside.
Yeah.
It will burrow inside.
Yeah.
And or maybe some fish comes and just go
Yeah.
inside. So these are, if you just go back in time, this was a very coastal environment, and then what was happening was fish was or crab was just burrowing inside. So these are like, you see that rounded structure.
Yeah.
You see that rounded structure.
Yeah.
So this was the original rock. Then the burrow, the insect got burrowed.
Yeah.
It went away outside, but made a hole.
Yeah.
Then the second mineralization comes. The second sediments comes. They fill the rock. So we have this burrow marks.
So sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah, you just see this. Yeah, see this. This one is 2 times.
Yeah.
So that means it goes here, comes here, or makes a burrow.
Yeah.
So and this is also burrow mark. So from here you come to know that how they were not only living creatures but also burrow marks also.
Yeah.
They were not living, but the remains,
Yeah.
or they can show the activities of the living creatures which was happening at that time. So this is quite interesting.
Yeah.
So now we almost in this environment, and then what happens is the soil starts forming
Yeah.
because the vegetation has to come. So these are all soil formation processes.
Yeah.
So you just consider this to be soil, then these are worms.
Yeah.
When a worm goes inside,
Worm,
worm, the earthworm or maybe
Yeah,
some
yeah,
other,
yeah.
they'll just keep on rotating
Yeah.
the soil. So some will be like this one, filled with, so everything there is a churning of the soil,
Yes.
rock.
Yeah.
So this is soil forming process we call it, pedogenesis.
Yeah.
Pedogenic activities taking place.
Yeah.
So what happens is once the soil is formed, now what should we have? The plants.
Okay.
So now this is the soil is
Yeah.
formed
Yeah.
somewhere
Yeah.
here
Yeah. Yeah.
near the coast, but
Yeah.
we have
Also Erde hat
Yeah,
da
just
von der
see
Form,
this.
oder?
Yeah, just see
Oder-
this was like this. This is how fossil is formed, Then we break it. Then we break it. Then we see this palm.
Yeah. This is palm tree.
Palm tree.
Palm tree.
Maybe a bigger one.
Yeah.
We just got a cup. So this was gentleman Bedlicott. He gave the concept of Gunwara also, but for me he was important because he was the first one to discover fossils from Kaswali
Okay.
in 1864.
Okay.
So I belonged to Kaswali. So then when I was in the university, my first class and first lesson,
Yeah.
and then I was just mad,
Yeah.
I just wanted to know how he got these fossils.
Yeah.
And then the story of collecting this fossil began.
Okay. So,
So-
it was your
Inspiration,
inspiration, I see.
So 1864 he came, maybe he might have collected somewhere,
Yeah.
but nobody knew.
Yeah. And now since then you are looking for fossils everywhere.
It took me 1 year because every rock would look, just say, if I
Yeah.
don't take, this for you, also this is fossil.
Yeah.
But in this is a worm,
Yeah.
This is only a fossil.
Yeah.
But the other is a rock.
Yeah.
So I would collect everything,
Yeah.
But they are not
Yeah.
fossils.
Yeah.
And then after 1 year, I was able to make
Find
the
it.
difference. Yeah. So
Make the difference.
Yeah, it was like in the books I was reading, Kasoli has no fossils.
Yeah.
And in my house, it was full of fossils. So everyone coming would visit my house,
Yeah.
but in the books we had to write there are no fossils in the soil.
Okay.
Now that book has been revised, and the new edition came this year,
Yeah.
in the last year.
Yeah.
And then it has all these
Fossils.
fossils from Kasoli, and now they said that Ritesh Arya has collected all these fossils.
No, so this was my question when I asked about the turtle fossil. Like how do you make out?
It is
Like
like,
it is
it's
because every stone you looks like something or the other.
every stone will look like to you,
Yeah,
and now
that's
if you
something
see that, you will see that.
Oh,
okay, this
I
is
see a
fossil.
crocodile.
Sometimes we also get
But,
confused,
yeah,
but
you have
now you have to see whether they have some there is a sediment or an organic matter.
Yeah.
Like she said that balls are found there, but are those balls having organic matter or
Or it's
sedimentary structure?
sedimentation, yes.
Now you see this one. Can you just tell this what it looks like?
Palm trees.
Palm trees. Very good. So it was like a huge brick when you were breaking it, it broke, you know. But if you see this one,
Yeah.
Huge fossil.
huge fossil.
That's a huge.
This is from Kasoli, almost the same locality where I
Oh
tried to
my
find
God.
it. Relocated, and you were able to find it. Now you just see these are some leaf specimens you can just see. Here you just see this.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Can you see?
Yeah, I see it clearly. Easy. Nice leaves. Yeah,
But-
all from Kasoli.
Kasoli. Now the beauty of this is,
So now we cannot, tomorrow we will not walk, we will turn every stone.
Yeah, we have to do that.
now what happens is,
Yeah.
these leaves
Yeah.
are today not found in Himalayas. Where are they found? In Malaysia,
Okay.
Indonesia, or Andaman Nicobars.
And how they came from Indonesia?
Now this is the question, you know.
Yeah.
Go back to father of tectonic.
Ah.
Yes, voila.
Yes.
Yeah.
So now this discovery of mine says that they were deposited not here, but when Kasoli was being formed, it was near the equator, 4 to 11 degrees north of equator.
Ah.
Simple, because today we are finding these.
Yeah.
Plants will not lie, they will not travel.
Yeah.
Where they are, they have to be preserved there because like teeth
Yeah.
can be rolled out,
Yeah.
you know, bones can be rolled out and
Yeah.
preserved.
Yeah.
But if really the leaves are
Yeah.
rolled out for maybe 10 meters also, they will
Yeah,
decay
so much,
or
yeah.
break, broken or crack. But if you are getting a complete leaf, delicate,
Yeah.
it means they are preserved there only. So it means if they are preserved there only, then you are near the equator when they were being preserved. This is the main crux of this. Earlier
Okay.
till today also, if you go, when did India collide with
Yeah.
Tibet?
Yeah.
You will see 40 million years, some will say 60 million years, some will say 50 million years. But now we are almost like 20 million years and it is still near equator. So till 20 million years, no Himalayas. This is the gist of it. So this is
Hast du verstanden?
Very, very
Yeah,
Himalaya
that
is
is a really new.
really
The
new.
newest one. The Alps are much older.
And how
no, no,
come?
no, no, no. As Himalayas same, the evidence they have not found, we have found. So now if this is like this much, Alps cannot be younger than that.
No,
This-
they are older.
Older.
No?
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 We call it Alpine Himalayan orogeny. Alps and Himalayas almost originated at the same time.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
And
You
but
can teach
so-
that the
so why
Himalayas are
did-
much younger than the
Much
Alps.
younger, the Alps are also much younger.
But why did Himalayas went so high and not the Alps? Is it because of the pressure?
Pressure.
Because of the pressure.
Oh,
So now we have this, these are the roots.
yeah.
You just see them, these are the roots, sorry.
Yeah.
These are the roots, these are monocots, these are grass,
Yeah.
fossils
Yeah.
of grass.
Yeah.
These are roots,
Yeah.
you can see them.
Yeah.
Yeah, these
Yeah.
are roots. इसको ऐसे गिर गया। ये कैसे गिर गया? We have some fruit here.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And then we have some, these are leaves, but these leaves have been infected by some bacteria.
Okay.
These two leaves,
Yeah.
and these are wings of an insect in amber.
Yeah. Yeah. Unbelievable.
But so how did the existence of flower came in?
फ्लावर तो यहाँ से इवॉल्व हो गया, अब यहाँ से सब खत्म हो गया जिम्नोस्पर्म, तो अब यहाँ पे सेक्सुअल डायमॉर्फिज्म शुरू हो गया.
अच्छा.
His question is how the flowers came.
Yeah.
So now we have evolution of flowers and mammals.
Yeah.
So mammals need two organisms, flower also started. So from here sexual dimorphism starts. Here you can they started enjoying sex, you can say. The plants also and the animals also. So both
No
in-
humans. No humans till
No humans
now.
till now.
No humans till
So
now.
now you see this is a wood. This is wood.
Ah, yes. Schon unglaublich, oder?
So these are all fossils from Ladakh.
Okay.
From Ladakh. Matlab, yeah, from Ladakh. Hemis conglomerate. These are from Hemis.
Yeah.
This is Ladakh fossils.
Yeah.
So these are bivalves.
Ah, I see. Yeah.
They are bivalves.
Yeah.
They are oysters and bivalves.
Yeah.
This is Hemis conglomerate.
Yeah.
This is wood.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
This is all wood.
Wow.
And now this is like silicified wood.
Yeah.
The silica replaces all the organic matter.
Yeah.
But in some cases, the organic matter is still preserved.
Yeah.
But now the research carried by some of my friends from Atomic Minerals Division says that this organic matter has enriched uranium. So we are very.
Ah.
So now we keep it like this, but after some time, this will decay,
Yeah.
and we are lost with this. So this is what. So now we have got some resin.
Yeah.
We will try to keep it there.
Yeah.
Maybe we can preserve this. Otherwise, it just decays
Okay.
because of uranium.
Yes, uranium is making it.
Exactly. So we found this the same type of palm fossils. We have not
Yeah.
displayed it here because of the space.
Yeah.
But in next time
Yeah.
you can just display it.
Yes.
The Ladakh.
Yes. Big place, big
Yes.
space.
Yeah. So we found these palm leaves which we found in
Yeah.
Medlicott in Ladakh also.
My God.
And 20,000 feet in Stoke
Yeah.
we find palm fossils. 20 million.
Oh my God.
So 20, how can it be possible? So we said that Ladakh and Kasoli are almost same near the equator. Deposited. So
Even Ladakh near the equator.
equator. So this
Huh?
is my theory.
Yeah, it all came.
Yeah.
So
But
these
it's-
are all based on these theories.
Yeah, yeah,
We make first Ladakh geological lab
Yeah.
in the school.
Yeah.
We have in the school we have biology lab, we have chemistry lab, we have physics lab,
yeah,
but we don't have lab of Mother Earth.
yeah.
So this is the first experiment to educate the students
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
Mother Earth.
Yeah.
This is where Funny Lama lives.
Yeah, yeah.
This place.
Ah,
Chokla Masar in Ladakh.
okay.
Funny Lama lives.
Oh, great.
Yes. So we have a friend in Lama.
Yes.
The small thin one,
The thin one, his name is Monolam. You know him?
who is in advertisements also.
No, like this.
There are so many lamas.
Yeah, many Lamas, yeah, I'm sure.
So this was the person, Edward Suez.
Yeah.
He actually gave this name Tethys.
Ah, and therefore you took your name.
No, but
It was the
not-
seaside, yeah,
Tethys.
yeah.
So this was the sea which was separating Tibet.
Yeah, yeah,
This was India.
yeah.
And the ocean, there was no Indian Ocean.
Yeah.
There was no Arabian Sea at that time. There were no Himalayas.
Yeah.
So this entire
Was
ocean was one. This entire ocean initially was one, that is Panthalassa. This was Pangaea. Then this became Gondwana and Laurasia.
Yeah.
And then this was like Tethys. So this was Europe. Now the Europe and Africa were also separated by
Yeah.
Tethys.
Yeah.
So this was like Tethys extended here and here. So here also, if we want to call Alps, we can call it Tethian Himalayan Alps or Tethian Alps.
Yeah.
Himalayas, the Tethian Alps. What was happening was India moved it here, brought all these sediments from the ocean, made Himalayas. When it moved here,
Yeah.
when it collided with this, so like all the ocean sediments, they were just like, this was like Himalayas were formed.
And how many years?
Now you see, 20 million years it is like still near the equator.
But also,
20 million years? Still near the equator.
Unbelievable.
Huh? Now you just see, now you just move here.
we have seen
Now this is
something.
like
Now we
rhinoceros.
are in Chandigarh.
But we have seen something.
Now rhinoceros.
Yeah.
Sorry, I have seen some places in Leh where I could not Leh, but in that wilderness somewhere, where you can see the land going up and also the ocean like the layers. Not
you
possible.
cannot make out like that.
Why is it line?
Yeah,
You cannot make out.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
my wrong. With the round stones and all that, no.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
No, 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 no.
Okay.
No, 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 no.
No, no, no.
Yeah.
वो नहीं.
नहीं, okay.
See, you cannot make out just by seeing all these things. Only thing is the type of rocks. Why I will call it an ocean, and why I will call it a land. In Ladakh, we have some sediments, some rocks which have been there about 200 kilometers below, and they have been uplifted. So once they are uplifted, they have all the characteristics of
ग्लास है ना
Of the
all the ocean
Apa
crust.
yang paling
So if we are getting that ocean crust, but they are confined to sponton, they are confined to neither. There are some spots where you can find these oceanic crusts, you know. Otherwise, you have to find all these marine fossils.
Okay.
Then, just by seeing the morphological part,
Just by looking at
just forget it. So now you just see this. This is a rhinoceros
Ja.
jaw.
Ah, wow. Das Gebiss von den Ozeanos. Sehr stark sein.
This is jaw. This one. And this is a big one. This one.
Ah, wow.
Now this is the tusk.
Okay.
This is original tooth of an elephant. Or prehistoric elephants, you know.
Wow.
And this is a cross section of it. This is one.
Wow.
This is another.
Wow.
This portion. These are the bones.
Yeah.
Unidentified bones.
And
Now you
everything from
see.
Chandigarh.
Yes, surrounding Chandigarh. These are all Chandigarh. And surrounding areas.
Huh?
Ostrich also we are getting.
Yeah.
Fossils of ostrich. Zebra. Giraffe.
Oh, really?
Lion. You just see. Today, if you want to see this environment, where are you going to find it?
Zambia.
Africa, Zambia,
Africa.
yes.
So that means at that point of time, Chandigarh was also near.
But yesterday I heard that.
So then, I don't have to tell anybody, the children will tell, you know. Because these rocks tell a good story, these fossils are the perfect evidences.
Yeah.
So, till 2 lakh years, Himalayas were not born.
My God.
And these are the evidences, you know. Earlier in the papers, the books which we have
Huh?
got our degrees, we used to say 40 to 60 million years back they coined and the Himalayas were formed. But Chandigarh, now you see Chandigarh, we have tried to reconstruct the entire environment. And 2 lakh years, it is just having all the creatures which should be near the equator. अगर हमने आज हाथी ढूंढने तो हम उधर ही जाएंगे केरला कुरला.
But the best part is the way you're explaining it. It's
Yes,
so easy.
he's doing it
I
so
mean,
well,
if
eh?
you have to, you know,
Yeah.
the way he has made the story and the way he's explaining it so easy, because it can be very complicated.
It is
Otherwise,
with
it is.
And this is, he works out till
Wow.
50 years, huh? You're working on his
35
story
years,
like
he said.
that. It's your
Wow.
life. Actually, it's your life.
Yeah, it's a
To
life.
tell this story like that.
Because
It's
I
his life
wanted,
work.
see, if I can explain what I have done to a child, you know,
Yeah.
then
you
my
are happy.
science is
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes
perfect.
sense,
Yeah.
yes.
Otherwise, it doesn't make any sense. You know, I will be talking like.
But this
And
is really beautiful.
such
like
a
you do.
confusion, such a confusion, you know.
It can be
It's
very
such a
good.
confusion.
Yeah.
And now you just enter this place.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now this place is like, here, come here.
Yeah.
Now if I say that this is 12 hours
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
a clock,
Yeah. Yeah.
we have completed 11 hours,
Yeah.
59 minutes, and maybe 40 seconds, 45 seconds also.
Okay.
And you see there are no Himalayas, but there is no another teacher, which is that?
No human.
No humans till now.
Yes.
No humans till now.
Yeah.
And we think that we are very powerful.
Yeah.
We are controlling the entire planet. Nothing.
Nothing.
One COVID vaccine. Oh,
Yes,
vaccine.
destroys
One
us.
COVID bacteria destroys everything, virus.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that is another story.
Yeah.
But now we are just finding all these from Nalagarh.
Yeah.
Bati, Rotiwala.
Yeah.
They are just in the foothills of Shivalis.
Okay.
Foothills of this
Yeah.
place, very near to Chandigarh.
Yeah.
So all these stone tools,
Yeah.
these activities were actually going on there.
Yeah.
The stones, how they started using, they were initial hunters,
Yeah.
then they were organized hunting,
Yeah.
they started cultivation, then the fire came with the rubbing of the rocks, and then they started community living.
Yeah.
So now this was about 30,000 years or maybe slightly more younger than that. But I'll try to take it around 12,000 years. This activity taking place.
So how did humans came into this? Like you said,
see,
the worm become a reptile.
नहीं, this is like a worm reptile. यहाँ से क्या हुआ है कि अब यहाँ से mutations होनी शुरू हो जाती हैं. The nature is experimenting with itself and wants to give you the best in itself.
Yeah.
So after the huge mammoths, some creatures they just died out gradually and we were just evolving. And maybe that has been
We are not
affected-
coming out from the monkeys. You don't believe in Darwin's
Maybe
theory.
Darwin's theory, yes, to some extent, maybe there are trends in the Darwin's theory is almost
that,
perfect,
that you-
So this is all like changes one.
अभी उनको
बेटा
कुछ
कपूर है ना जग में डाल के इधर ले यू लाइक योर वाटर
Oh yes,
दे दे बेटा
why not?
इधर दे दे
But he should drink water. He's been talking.
Yes, you should drink
You
water.
should drink some
Hey,
water.
okay.
You are talking the whole time.
It's okay man.
Hey, it's okay.
I'm just enjoying it. So we had divided this museum into two halls.
Yeah.
बेटे पूरा लिया
हाँ तो के लिए 2-3 गिलास ले
6-7 या 4.5 गिलास तो उसमें क्या है कि अब नाउ वन इज नेचुरल म्यूजियम
Yeah.
नेचुरल
Now human is
मैन एंड एनवायरनमेंट नाउ व्हाट मैन हैज डन
And so you have a different shape from the architecture, eh? Light is coming. That's good. Huh?
ये सब
That's good.
earlier it
I
was
like
nothing
it.
like
That
this.
this I like.
Ah.
I like that. Really
So
nice.
now what happens is these are the stone tools, sir.
Yeah. Yeah.
These are the stone tools. You know?
Yeah. Ah yes.
So these are the stone tools.
You found also?
No. These are donated by, so my section is like I'm
Yeah.
a geologist. You know?
Yeah.
Now
So
this
this
was
is like-
a collection of an anthropologist,
Okay.
professor who had very tough time keeping them in the home because no one is ready to take care of him. And then I was his best bet. You know?
Okay.
So he donated his entire collection to me.
Nice.
So this was
Nice.
not my, because otherwise this would not have been possible.
Yeah.
Now the thing is he got this from Pinjore, Baddi Brotiwala.
Yeah.
So what was happening here was, there is a lot of controversy between Saraswati River. I don't know whether you know about it or not.
No.
But this was a major river existing in this region long back. When Indus River was not there. So what was happening was this originated from here. Sorry, very interesting है. तो जो Yamuna River है,
Yeah.
Ganga also.
Yeah.
I think Ganga was also contributing to this once upon a time. Yamuna 100%.
Yeah.
We have evidences. Then Satluj and Ghaggar.
Okay.
They all were contributing to this major river.
Yeah.
And this was flowing right from the Himalayas, foothills, right from Chandigarh.
Yeah.
There, and it was going to Dwarka and into the Arabian Sea, the Gujarat.
Okay. Okay.
And we have all these, how we can say that now this is like,
Explanations.
so this is, we have all these evidences, you know. Now Rachi Gadi is one of the historical sites, archaeological sites in Haryana.
Yeah.
It is more bigger than Harappa and Mohenjo-daro in Pakistan. You may not be having idea about that, but we have heard that Harappa and Mohenjo-daro. But this is more bigger site found in Rachi Gadi. Then we have this Banawal and seeing the structure of these wells, you know. This is Rani Ka Pav.
This is also Rani Kapal.
नहीं Rani Ka Pav तो उधर है गुजरात में ये जयपुर वगैरह में ये सब में एविडेंसेस सारे होते हैं और ये लोकल अपना गुजरात में आते हैं और ये द्वारका जहाँ पे अभी इन्होंने our prime minister just took a dive into the ocean and now the excavations we find evidences of this city being submerged. So now in the next museum we are going to have a separate section depicting the entire story of Saraswati,
Yeah.
Dwarka and Rani Ka Pav. Everything will be explained to students
Yeah.
in a very scientific way, why this was made, when this was made, why we had to make this Rani Ka Pav. This is a UNESCO heritage site about a couple of feet depth. Then why we have Banawal, these wells, and why we had this small springs. Why? So everything explained and why this Dwarka, and we are going to relate it to climate change.
Yeah.
glaciers melt, glacial flooding, and then sea level rise, and then the submergence.
Okay.
The earthquake. So this is like climate change impact on the Saraswati river and why it died out. Then there was a the geological event which then the Ganga Yamuna moved this side and drained all its water into the Bay of Bengal. Satluj moved into the that side and drained all its water into the Arabian Sea in a different channel. But Bhagat started contributed right up to till today. But there was a paleo divide created which led to the extinction of water in the Saraswati river. So that is another chapter which we require a huge museum for explanation, and it is related to our culture and heritage. You know. Why we call it Saraswati? Because right.
Oh look, water for you.
So this is also. Thank you. This water is about 33 million years old. We are going to drink.
You have to drink yourself.
I have to drink this.
It's really nice water. I drank. I have the taste of.
Yeah, you can just smell the minerals.
No, it's
and it is
really
also
nice
huh?
one. Yeah. It's a perfect taste.
Cheers.
Perfect.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. That is water.
Cheers. That is water.
That is water.
Yeah.
He wants to sell his water in the museum shop. That is water.
So,
And here you have the mills and oh my god. Yeah.
and now this is about 10,000 years too.
Yeah.
Now this is about 7,000 years.
Yeah.
This was featured in Discovery.
चल अब तू ये पकड़ ले
Yeah.
आप थोड़ी देर टहल लो.
This is quite interesting, right? This is Sri Lanka.
Yeah.
This is the last point in Sri Lanka, and this is Manar Islands.
Yeah.
And this is Ram Setu, and this is Dhanushkodi. This is
Yeah.
Rameshwaram. This is Dhanushkodi.
Yeah.
So the legend, why this is important is our culture that starts with Ram
Yeah.
and ends with Ram.
Yeah.
When we start Ram Ram Ram, and when we end, like take it to the
Yeah.
cremation ground, then also Ram Ram Ram. So he's such an important creature, and to establish whether he's existed or whether he's a mythological figure was quite important. And one of the event was whether, as a scientist, as a geologist, can I explain whether this was made by him or whether it was not made by him?
Okay.
So in Discovery, that was my work.
Yeah.
So I was also going there for the first time in Rameshwaram. So when I went there, I directly, like you said, that first we are going to have.
Yeah.
I also said, first take me to Dhanushkodi.
Okay.
So I was sitting here,
Yeah.
and this was a break,
Yeah.
This was ocean, and this was all sand.
Yeah.
You can see this.
Yeah.
About maybe 200, 300 meters away, and then this is a sand body, maybe somewhere.
Yeah. Feeling if there water is not deep. Yeah.
So the question was whether Ram was able to make this bridge in 5 days or not.
Okay.
So I had made this Kaushalya dam.
Yeah.
So I knew that it took 5-6 months to make this small 100 meters patch, and day and night sand is coming, clay is coming,
So you cannot.
It is impossible. So I told them that I need 10-15 days to establish. I cannot read a scripted lines, for your channel. But if I am able to make some contribution scientifically, I can then make whatever I have seen that. So third day I was about to run.
Yeah.
Impossible.
Yeah.
Then I met a guy. मैं मंदिर चला गया रामेश्वरम मंदिर, and then he was talking to my guide, in Tamil. And I was wondering that I didn't know what they were talking about, but I told them that I meet this guy in the morning. And then when we were talking, he was a priest in that temple, and that temple was built by Ram, according to us, but according to him it was built by Ravan,
Okay.
of Shalantan king,
Okay.
and his ancestors long back, the day it was made, his ancestors were doing that puja. He was an exception because he joined Navy.
Okay.
And after retirement, he had joined again puja.
Yeah.
He wanted to serve the community again. So there was tension when the Tamil problem was there, and there was tension. Then Indian sent its peacekeeping troops there, and he was actually the logistic officer at that time, almost traveling here and there, and he had all the navigation skills. Then I asked him, when you are coming from here and when you are going from here, so he told me that there is land almost everywhere.
Okay.
Sometimes due to there are waves, but
Yeah.
otherwise you can stand in the ocean.
Okay. So it's not deep.
It's not deep, you can just walk on it.
Yeah.
But here, now there is a break,
Yeah.
Now there are two aspects of it. This side is Indian Ocean,
Yeah.
this side is Bay of Bengal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now I had to explain whether this was made by Ram or not. It was a natural process.
Yeah.
But the thing is where they get the sand from.
Yeah.
So this sand that comes from Bay of Bengal,
Yeah.
all the eastern rivers,
Yeah.
they all bring all these sands because they don't have a barrier. So all these sands come from there,
Yeah.
come here. If this Indian Ocean moves current in this direction, this comes in this direction. So they form a barrier.
Okay.
So they don't move anywhere. Nobody can break them.
Okay.
Only they can get is this get dislodged here.
Yeah.
So this portion, if you reconstruct it and here, this will form a bridge. So over the time, when the
So
Ram was
do
there,
it in
about
5
5,000,
days.
6,000
Yeah.
years, the sea level was, the most of the snow was in the Himalayas, sea levels was much deeper, so the bridge was connected.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then what happened was, there was some, when the warming was there, so all the glaciers, now Himalayas there are no glaciers, actually no glaciers there. Very few, or other way of thinking, so all this water which comes rises the sea level and breaks this barrier here. Understood? Because this is more thicker, so it breaks here, but this sand doesn't run away, it is just accumulated here and here, you can just make out. So I was able to explain it. So now what happens was, these are the, now I got, first thing was, I was able to explain the sand. Now second thing was, what was the contribution of Ram? Whether he was able to do it? Yes. So we were able to find these. There were no stones. There are no stones in Rameshwaram. Dhanushkodi, there are no stones, but they are corals.
Yeah. Yeah.
So there are two types of corals. One is floating coral,
Yeah.
the other is non-floating coral. So what he did was, the non-floating corals I was able to find where they got it. Such a big, you can just lift it like this. The floating corals very light.
Yeah.
The non-floating corals very heavy.
Yeah.
So what they did was, these are the barriers you see,
Yeah.
the cavities.
Yeah.
So we have blown up this picture from the satellite. There are some cavities here. So just to bridge those cavities, they put these. So whether it was able to do it in 5 days, yes, it is possible. But not the sand, I was not able to explain. But with this, it is possible that they did it in 5 days.
Okay.
And then they made two bridges, not one. One to deceive Ravan that they are not able to make it. And other 40 kilometers they just attacked. There are evidences of that. So it was a geo-warfare plan which was executed by them. So is it explainable? Yes, it is explainable. So that is the story. So I was able to make the connection between history, geology, science, and inculcate that scientific and values in the children when they hear that is it possible? Yes, it is possible. So Ramayana is not Ram is not a mythological figure, he is a historical figure. Number one. So this is quite interesting. But if you ask me, then when I was
Interesting.
very
It
interesting.
was interesting the way you were looking at the things.
Yeah. So
So very
now-
interesting.
Now this is like, as a geologist, this is our time comes, and then now here we are going to put why we should study all these fossils for.
Yeah.
What is the importance? Why I'm not interested in evolution, I'm not interested in climate change, I'm not interested in execution, whatever you say, blah 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 blah. But still, why should you study fossils? Or why geologists should study fossils?
Yeah.
And why are they so important? Why you drive from Chandigarh to this place,
Yeah.
even if you are coming, you need petrol.
Yeah.
So what is petrol? Is nothing but fossil fuel. If you are burning still thermal plants, you are using coal. So there still the entire industrial revolution was paved. Why? Because of the fossil fuel. So that is the important significance of studying these fossils. So that is why we should study fossils. So that is one aspect of it. But baki to, there is so long history and evolution, and there are so many things. And if you want to understand what next, then also we need to know, understand what was in the past. So this is one aspect. Not
How are these utensils?
yeah, utensils, these are just ancient utensils. We were just breaking our homes in our village,
Ah.
and we got there, so we thought of displaying them. So now this is, beyond that was like a civilization with flourished with the metals and all.
Actually, why I started all this, when we were in Zanskar, we found these abandoned villages. And they had the very old utensils
Still there.
still there. I'll show you the video after Nepal. I have a video of that utensils there.
Nobody's,
It's abandoned for 50
anybody can take it out.
50 years. We were in the house, we were just walking in the house. I'll show you the entire video.
But I think you can't take them, you know, there may be some problems with that.
I don't know.
No, there was no problem. You
There
take
was
it.
no problem.
No, you can.
I think it was more like respect that you don't take it.
कहाँ पढ़े
I
हैं?
didn't have the feeling to take something away.
Yeah,
It was like looking like
I keep it in the museum, not taking it home.
Yeah.
But keeping it, getting something and keeping it here, that's what my point is.
No, but they have this museum there.
अच्छा वहाँ से
Oh, I'll show you the video once you are done with it.
So this is like fossils.
Yeah.
Now, if fossil fuel, okay, you say that, but I believe that in few years, fossil is not bad, but technology is bad. But someone will come up with a better technology so that we have no emissions in future also. So carbon, and then if we have an alternate geothermal energy, so this is about geothermal energy.
Okay.
And how we have been using it
In
traditionally
India.
in India. In Gurudwara Manikaran, they cook food in geothermal energy.
Ah, great.
They cook food.
Okay, great.
The tea you have is in, the space heating is in, the dry vegetables in geothermal heating.
Okay.
They have swimming pool
In Manikaran.
in Manikaran. So you
Manikaran
just,
is where?
in Himachal Pradesh.
Oh, we didn't go?
Ah, no.
Near Manali.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know, you have many hot springs, huh?
Where we have many of things.
So this is the traditional way, but next futuristic is we can just use it for.
And this is also the volcanic, something volcanic, related to volcanic that we have.
They are pots and fishes which are connected to hot magma.
Hot, okay.
Magma. The fishes which are connected to hot magma, तो क्या होता है पानी यहाँ से नीचे जाएगा और वहाँ से स्टीम बन के ऊपर आ जाएगा.
ठीक है.
वही स्टीम बन के आ जाएगा.
So in Iceland, the whole all houses are heated by.
But that is different. That is different. You know,
Yeah.
Iceland is sitting on a magma.
Yeah.
2.1 kilometers depth.
So
They
therefore
built-
they have more
That's it.
everywhere.
That's it.
That's it.
Oh.
They are
Really?
just sitting on. They can just. They are just.
Drill a little bit and then
They
they.
can
But
vanish.
there is a problem also. You know, they have just become extinct also.
They can vanish in no time.
No time also. So that is what I was telling my friends, you know, from Iceland. Manager, you should start coming to India, you know.
Yeah.
You start some good drilling company, generating electricity here.
Yeah.
So he was just laughing, how can we live? So, very interesting. So these are the some different sites. How we plan is like vertical tunneling, I told you.
Yeah.
If we get this vertical tunneling, put some wastage, all the waste water into these tunnels, and then steam comes up, and we produce electricity. So waste problem of all the metro cities and electricity problems can be solved using geothermal energy.
Oh, wow.
With this concept of Agni Barrow, which this was like just as one of the top 10 innovations in World Future Energy Summits in Abu Dhabi. You can,
Oh.
Guardian, if you type Ritesh Arya,
Yeah.
Abu Dhabi World Future Energy Summit, you say 10 top innovations and.
Okay.
So this is the futuristic concept of energy which we should have. So
We
any
really should have.
We should,
We
really
really
should.
should have.
Yeah,
We,
So how does
we
this
don't
work
have
if you-
to wait for it.
No, we
We
can't
can
do
do
it
it now. We cannot.
How does this work? You said the waste and the water, or the waste water is.
या वेस्ट वाटर एक सिंपल सा है कि आपने जैसे टरबाइन रन करना है
हम्म।
टरबाइन आप हाइडल पावर से भी रन कर सकते हो, विंड टरबाइन भी रन
बिल्कुल,
कर सकते हो,
हाँ।
सोलर से भी।
बिल्कुल।
अब इसमें क्या है कि हमने क्या करना है, स्टीम से रन करना
हाँ।
है। गर्म पानी को किया, स्टीम आई, टरबाइन रन किया, बिजली पैदा कर दी, ऊपर सॉफ्ट
नहीं गर्म पानी अच्छा नीचे हम
हाँ,
ड्रिलिंग करके नीचे से वो ले
ऊपर
रहे
करके। So these are the different types of rocks which are actually heating the these hot springs, you know.
Okay, okay.
So we just keep it there,
Yeah.
different types of rocks, and then so these are like you said ना कि ये लगते हैं तो ये भी fossil लगेगा आपको.
पॉइंट तो वही है
So these are pseudo fossils. These are not fossils.
Okay.
So we have just kept it whether these are fossils. You will say yes, these are fossils because these are layers.
Yes. But they are
But
not,
they are
pseudo
not
fossils.
because what is happening is this is
Difficult,
calculation.
difficult to see.
So now this is
So you make
calculation.
like chemic? How you find it out? You have like chemical
No,
process?
these are natural. These are natural, but they are not some calculation, but not crystallization. One way you can call it, but
Okay.
so this is also like round ball, but this is sedimentary structure.
Okay. I see.
This is not
yeah,
fossil.
not a fossil.
Because this is like sediments only.
Yeah.
But we can't find this entire spikes or something like that which can be relate to the organic activity.
Yeah.
So now these are all minerals.
Okay.
So why we call why geology is so
This one
important?
is nice.
These are all different types.
Oh,
of-
you've
but
seen
everybody-
these crystals and minerals at this guy Nagar. The museum in
yeah, Nagar.
the art
Yes.
art
Art gallery.
art gallery.
Yes, yes.
क्या नाम है उसका? How can I forget?
Hello.
Okay.
From
So
this
he has got so
painter,
many
yeah.
from the painter.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
He has so
So we
many.
have a lot of them,
Yeah.
but we just displayed some of them here.
Yeah.
So any country which has to progress need
Minerals.
minerals and economic resources. So that is why geology is so important.
Yeah.
So if you study geology, you explore more oil, you explore more minerals, you become more prosperous. So you don't become rich by.
So every child who is here will be a geologist after that. I'm sure.
So
You are building up geology people.
And here we are going to keep some specimens
Yeah.
of diamonds and ore and gold,
Okay.
just to inspire them more.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay.
this is
So beautiful.
That they think, oh yes, I have
Next I have to go
to find some gold.
Why? Because you see the Kohinoor diamond.
Yeah.
That's the biggest diamond discovered till date.
Yeah.
Now, but it was discovered in India. So and there are so many diamonds. So this is like a puzzle here, which we have done. Again, all the repetition of all these, which is sediment rock, which is igneous rock, which is how, which rock, if you find that rock, what does that mean? Whether it represents a glacier or whatever.
Nice. Nice. Well done.
हाँ sir.
Well done.
हाँ.
Well done.
Thank you. हाँ.
Well done. I see you worked out many things this year. Huh? Now you already received classes? No, not yet.
No, we are not. He just finished it. So now he is going to just finalize it. Some issues are there.
See, the environment which we want to create.
नहीं एक मिनट